Namaste. Myself, Dr. Ashokan V, Professor and Head Department of PG Studies in Prasuti Tantra and Stri Roga, Parul Institute of Ayurveda, Parul University, Vadodara. I would like to discuss today on the topic of Asrugdara, its concept and the significance in clinical practice as mentioned in Ayurveda. So let us see what is Asrugdara, what is its Sadhya Sadhyatva, what are its Bheda, what is its Lakshana and Chikitsa, and some of the important practical Aushadha Kalpas which can be used and when they have to be used. Coming to the Paribhasha of Asrugdara, in Ayurveda, Asrugdara is a clinical condition mentioned in the gynecological purview of disorders in the chapter of Yonivapa Chikitsita Adhyaya in Charaka Samhita, Chikitsasthana 30th chapter, wherein it is mentioned as Raja Pradiriyate Yasmat Pradarastena Sasmritaha. That means wherein Raja, that is the Arthavrakta, Pradarana occurs. So what is Pradarana? Prakarshena Diriyate, Chevate, wherein there is excessive expulsion or excretion of Arthavrupi Rakta, that is the menstrual bleeding. That condition is called Pradara. Asruk Diriyate Chevate Yasmin iti Asrugdaraha. So Asruk is a synonymous word used in Ayurveda for that is the Arthavrakta or the Raja, and if there is a Chevana of or Dharana, excessive spotting or bleeding per vagina, then the condition is called Asrugdara. In order to understand its clinical pathology, let us analyze its samprapti and the hetus which are behind the samprapti. It is mentioned as Yatyartham sevate nari lavanamla gurunicha katunyata vidahini snigdhani pishitani Gramyodakani medyani krisharam payasam dhadi shukta suradini bhajantya kupito nilaha. So what is the samprapti? What is the nidana behind the Asrugdara is mentioned as a woman indulging in atisevana of the particular rasa dominance in the diet like lavana, amla, katu, and guru guna yukta ahara, excessive snigdha padartha, which are medura in nature, and some of the dravyas which are producing vidahatva in the sharira and which are guru in nature. So this leads to Agnimandya. And the use of Pishita, Snigdha Pishita, that is Anupamamsa, Gramya and Audaka Mamsarasa, Atisevana, use of Krishara, which is Kapha Prakopaka, and Payasa and Dhadi, which are Madhura Rasayukta, as well as which are Abhishyandi in nature. Then Amli Bhuta Dravyas like Shukta, Mastu, Sura, in inappropriate quantity and duration for longer period will lead to Agni Mandya, Pitta Dushti, Vidaha to the Pitta leading to the Amla Pitta like Vikaras, in addition to which it produces Rasa Dushti by Agni Mandya. So thus it is mentioning that the Prakopa of Anila is occurring. Anila is Vata. So how come there is a Prakopa of Anila in case of nidanas like snigdhadi, lavanadi and amla dravyas like shuktamastu adi is to be understood here as Vata gets prakopita by two modalities. One is through dhatukshaya. So in a woman who is krisha sharira and vatala prakriti, if there is indulgence in vatakara ahara vihara, in addition to the nidanas mentioned here, like Vegadharana, Ratri Jagarana, and other Vata Prakopaka nidanas like Adhvagamana, Ati Vyayama, Ati Vyavaya, etc., leading to direct Vata Prakopa due to Dhatukshaya. So Dhatukshaya Samprapti is Apatrapanota Samprapti, whereas if there is an Avarana Samprapti, the Samprapti which is mentioned here like use of Gramya Odakani, Medyani, Krisharam, Payasam, Dadi will supplement to the avarana due to the vruddhi of kapha to the functionality of apanavata, which regulates the artava pravritti, and vyanavata, which regulates the circulation of rasadhatu. So, because of this samprapti, avarana samprapti, when the vata gets aggravated, it leads to the further processing of samprapti. Like raktam pramanam utkramya garbhashaya gata siraha. What happens here? The rakta pramana utkramana is occurring. So, quantitatively increase in the rakta pramana or that of artava rakta, that is Chatvaro Anjalayaha Striyaha. So 4 Anjali is the Pramana of Arthavrakta. So there is a quantitative enhancement in the quantity of Arthavrakta which is getting collected in the Garbhashayagata Sira. After reaching the Garbhashayagata Sira, the quantitative increase of the Arthavrakta leads to Rajo Vaha Samashritya Rakta Madaya Tadrajaha. The Raja or the expulsive nature, the menstrual blood, takes up that excessive quantitative increase in the Garbhashayagata Sira and leads to the congestion in the Rajo Vaha Sira. So Rakta Madaya Tad Rajaha Yasmad Vivardhayati. Rajaha Vivardhayati. So quantitative increase in the Pramana of the Raja, that is the Arthavrupi Rakta, Ashu Vivardhayati. So what is Ashu Vivardhayati? It is a spontaneous and quick acute phase in alteration of quantity of the Artava Sravarupi Rakta. So Rasa Bhava Vimanana, or it is beyond the normal quantification of Rasa Dhatu or Artavarupi Rakta. So it leads to the excessive quantity of Artava Rakta being collected in the Rajovaha Sira. So this is the Samprapti. The next line says that it is about Raja Pradiryate Asmat Pradarastena Sasmritaha. So if we analyze this Samprapti and the Samprapti Ghatakas, the diet which is rich in Lavana, Amla and Katu, when partaken for longer duration with Guru Guna, that is heavy to digest, not easy to digest, Vidahi, which is Pittavardhaka, and Snigdha, Atisnigdha, which is oily in nature, which is Kapha Prakopaka, along with dravyas like Anupamamsa and that of the Medura Mamsata. Then dietary items like Krishara, Payasa, Dadhi, Shukta, Mastu, Sura aggravates the Vata. In turn, it aggravates the Pitta and Shleshma also. So, all the three doshas are involved with the dominance of Vata as the Pradhana dosha. Then Prakupita Vata withholds the Rakta and it takes the Adhika Rakta into the Rajovaha Sira and increases the Pramana of Rajas. Thus the quantitative increase in the blood is termed as Asrugdara and excessive discharge of blood is termed as Pradara. In addition to the aforesaid Nidanas, Viruddha Bhojana, that is use of non-compatible food items, either Virya Viruddha, Vipaka Viruddha, Sanyoga Viruddha, etc. Then Madhyadi Sevana, use of alcoholic beverages. Then Garbha Shatana, that is use of abortifacients irrelevantly. Atimaithuna, excessive sexual activity which leads to pelvic congestion. Atikarshana, excessive exertion leading to Dhatukshaya or nutritional deficiency. Ati Marga Gamana, that is excessive traveling which is Vata Prakopaka. Abhigata, which is Tridosha Prakopaka and Dhatu Dushtikaraka, extrinsic injuries. Divashayana, day sleeping habits which is Kapha Prakopaka and Abhishyandi to the Srotas, and it is also Agni Mandyakara. Then Shoka, like psychological stress, worries, etc. are said to be the additional causative factors by Madhavakara in this context of Asrugdara. What are the additional causative factors or the different types of sampraptis which is mentioned in various classics of Ayurveda for Asrugdara includes Apane Pitta Sanyukte Asrugdaraha. So Apane Pitta Sanyukte. So what happens if Apanavata gets avrata by the Dushita Pitta, it produces Asrugdara, and that is one of the reference in Vata Vikara. Then Vandhyanam Kshiranadyastu Vatena Paripuritaha Kshiram cha na bhaved yasmat tasmat artavam cha adhikam yataha. So Harita Samhita says that A nulliparous woman who has either not conceived or she may be unmarried. Then aggravated vata, if she indulges in vata prakopaka ahara vihara, the prakupita vata occupies the kshira nadi, which is non-functional in them, leading to excessive menstrual bleeding. यदा तु तत् शोणितं दुष्टमार्गं प्रतिपद्यते तदा स्त्रीणां प्रदरो भवति. Bela also opines that the shonita or the arthavrakta or the rakta dhatu goes to the abnormal passage, then it is called pradara. Then ati prasangena anrutau rutau va tadeva asrugdaram pradaram vyapadam cha raktayoni samjnam labate. So what does it mean? In Ashtanga Sangraha Sharira, Vagbhata mentions that excessive bleeding during menstrual phase or either during intermenstrual period is known as asrugdara or pradara, and which is also termed as raktayoni, wherein the only clinical feature mentioned is raktayonyakya asrugati srute or asrug ati srute. So ati sruti of arthavrakta without any other clinical features, so without any other traceable pathologies, is mentioned as asrugdara or raktayoni, which is similar to the modern correlatable point of dysfunctional uterine bleeding. Let us understand the Sankhya Samprapti of asrugdara. So the Bheda or the classification include Chaturvidam Vyasatastu Vatadye Sannipatataha Tam Shleshma Pittanila Sannipate Chatuprakaram Pradaram Vadanti. So why Shleshma is mentioned first? Because even there is a presence of pain in the Shleshmaja asrugdara, which is a deviation to the general default rule of absence of pain in the asrugdara in the Shleshmaja vikara. So it is mentioned as Shleshmaja Pittaja Anilaja Sannipatehi Chatushprakaram. Then it is classified as, so we can understand in brief that Vataja, Pittaja, Shleshmaja and Sannipataja are the classification of Sankhya or Sankhya Samprapti of asrugdara. So what is the Samanya Lakshana of asrugdara? Tadeva ati prasangena pravritam anrutavapi asrugdaram vijaniyat atonyat rakta lakshanam. Asrugdaro bhavet sarva sangamarda savedana. So common clinical feature is excessive bleeding or excessive flow in quantity. Then prolonged duration. Next is intermenstrual bleeding, either scanty or excess for a shorter duration, or it may be of so much longer duration wherein the two interval between the two menstrual cycles cannot be noted. The LMP cannot be noted in between the two cycles, so that it is continuous heavy bleeding, and which is devoid of the qualities of Shuddha Artava, that is Masa Nishpichataharti Pancharatra Anubhandicha Naivati Bahu Natyalpam Artavam Shuddhamadishet. So which is devoid of Shuddhartava Lakshana, which may stain the cloths, which is associated with the pain, which is associated with the burning sensation, which is pitchila in guna or slimy or sticky in nature, with abnormal odor, that which produces burning sensation during its flow, and it is not masika, that it is not in monthly regimen or regularity, that which is not in Triratram or Pancharatra Anubandhi. So it is crossed, either it is too less duration or it may be too more in duration, that is more than 7 days or less than 3 days. So these are some of the common clinical features or Samanya Lakshana, along with all the asrugdaras, that is Vataja, Pittaja, Shleshmaja or Sannipataja, are characterized by different types of body aches due to Vata Prakopa and different types of pain. So here we should understand one thing. So Ati Prasangena Pravrittam, the commentary says Dirgha Kala Anubandhitvena, it is not the quantitatively increase, it is Dirgha Kala Anubandhitva. So prolonged period or duration is the Ati Prasangena. Pravrittam Anrutavapi, Rutu is that which is in a seasonal cyclical pattern. Anrutavapi Pravrittam means it is intermenstrual bleeding. So this is the specifically to be understood from these two lines. So now let us see the differential diagnosis of Asrugdara. So we need to differentiate it from scanty bleeding conditions or spotting per vagina like Lohitakshaya Yonivapada. Then in Ashtartava Dushti, wherein there is Vatajartava Dushti, Pittajartava Dushti, Shleshmajartava Dushti or Samsargajartava Dushti. Then Pittavrata Apana Vata, if there is an Avarana Samprapti in the Nidana as well as the Lakshana or not. Then Raktarsha and Raktatisara Anubandhi Rakta Pravarti Dosha Margas should be elicited. Adhogata Raktapitta, one or more channels are involved in Adhogata Raktapitta. And the Rakta is Dushita and it is not periodical in onset and excessive in nature. Then Pittaja Yoni Vapada, wherein there is a burning sensation and Ashu Pravrti, Muhurmuhu Pravrti, Ityadi Lakshanas are found. And we also have to differentiate it with the Asruja Yoni Vapada, wherein Labdhe Garbhe Api is one of the condition. Rakta Pitta Kara Nidana is also one of the Nidana, which we can trace to differentiate it from the classical features of Asrugdara. Now let us see what are the Asrugdara Chikitsa Sutra. So as in Ayurveda, every Chikitsa is based on some of the sutras which apply to overall the condition. Maybe it is the causative factor is for Vata or that of Pitta or that of Shleshma or Sannipataja. So the general line of principle should be adopted as a fundamental in every treatment modality, and if it doesn't work, we have to see why it has not given us result in treatment. Then Rakta Yonyam Asrugvarner Anubandhyam Samikshacha Tata Kuryad Yatha Dosham Raktastapanam Aushadam. So Raktastapanartham, if it is a Jiva Rakta Sruti, then Shonita Stapana Dashemanis are mentioned for in Charaka Sanhita Sutrasthana. So Shonita Stapana Dashemani can be used, or Rakta Stapana is said to be the line of treatment in case of Rakta Yoni Asrugvarnam Anubandhyam Samikshacha. In case of Asrugati Srute, Rakta Varnanubandhitva should be taken for the elicitation of Vatajadi Lakshana, and basing on which Yatha Dosham Raktastapanam Aushadam Kurvita. So according to the dosha dominance, if it is Vata, Vata Shamaka, if it is Pitta, Pitta Shamaka Raktastapana Aushada. So even the Ganadravyas we can classify it into Vata Shamaka Raktastapana Aushadas, Pitta Shamaka Raktastapana Aushadas, and Shleshma Shamaka Raktastapana Aushadas. So we can manage it likewise. Then the treatment principle of Rakta Yoni should be adopted as per dosha predominance. In addition to which, if we are intending to go for after the Raktastapana or early measure of acute bleeding phase is managed, then we can go with the Basti, which is Asthapana, Anuvasana, Matra or Uttarabasti. So though Uttarabasti and Matra Basti are contraindicated, in Akyeka Avastha of Asrugdara, Uttarabasti is indicated. So here the Uttarabasti need not be given to the intrauterine route. It can be through the urethral passage or it can be just to the vaginal canal. So if there is a continuous spotting, it is considered as Asrugdara in Ayurveda. So Uttarabasti intravaginal can be practiced. Whereas Matra Basti, though it is contraindicated in bleeding disorders, that is the bleeding phase of the cycle, in case of Atyeka or Asrugdara, Matra Basti is found to be highly beneficial in relieving, even by the third dose of Matra Basti, third day treatment, the bleeding spontaneously gets arrested, even if it is the Avrata Lakshana or that of Dhatukshaya Lakshana because of Pakvashayagata Vatavritti. So Picha Basti is also said to be beneficial for Pradara. Virechana is beneficial, that is Sneha Panottara Virechana. Garbhashaya Asruji Virekaha is contributed by Kashyapa. Vamana is to be taken as Adho Gata Rakta Pitta Chikitsa. Pratimarga Harana Chikitsa is found to be highly beneficial in patients who are having Amashaya Gata Kapha Vikara, Rasapradoshaja Vikara, Panduroga associated with Asrugdara, polycystic ovarian diseases leading to Asrugdara like symptoms, obesity, hormonal disturbances leading to Asrugdara. So in these conditions, Urdhvajatrugata Kapha Vikara, Anubandhi along with Shwasa Kasadi Vikara along with Asrugdara. So I'd like to say one case during my early practice period I have seen is one patient aged 35 years with complaints of bleeding PV as and when she gets the exacerbations of bronchial asthma. So this was the condition. Vamana was given. Patient got relief of both the Asarugdara as well as that of the Shvasakasadi Vikara. So this was the treatment experience with Vamana. Even in case of adolescent age group, if there is an excessive bleeding and the diagnosis goes in line with PCOS, there and then also immediate Vamana even without the Snehapana, that is Sadhyo Vamana or Ullekhana, is also found to be beneficial. According to the dosha, we can give Yashti Madhu Siddha Jala, Draksha Mrudita Jala, Trifala Kashaya, etc. or Vacha Siddha Jala, Kevala Saindava Lavana Mishrita Ushna Jala. These are all indicated for Sadhyo Vamana. Repeated Sadhyo Vamana immediately arrests the bleeding. Then Nasya. The Shodhana and Shamana and Brahmana Nasyas are beneficial to regularize the HPO axis. So Samanya Chikitsa Sutra of Adhogata Rakta Pitta in young women who use congenial diet and having less complications can be treated with Adhogata Rakta Pitta Chikitsa. Then Raktatisara Chikitsa, Rakta Stambana Chikitsa and Rakta Sangrahana Chikitsa can be given, wherein Stambana and Sangrahana have got a mild difference, wherein Stambana is Asraji Stambana, Rakta Stambana. As such, Sandanam, Skandanam, Pachanam, Dahanam is the modality there, whereas Rakta Sangrahana is Grahi Dravya Prayoga, like Kutaja. So combination of Kutaja, which is Deepanam, Pachanam and Ushnatvan Dravashoshakam. So that modality, when we apply Deepana Pachanottara, Kleta Shamana, leading to congestion, reduction in the congestion in the arterioles, leading to arrest of excessive bleeding. In addition to which, it tones up. There are drugs like Ashoka which tones up the uterine musculature. Thus, they also help in Rakta Sangrahana action by Vata Shamana. Then Raktaja Arsha Chikitsa can also be adopted. Then the Yonivapat Chikitsa Sutras of Asraja Yonivapat, Apraja Yonivapat, Rakta Yoni, Vatajati Yonivapat Chikitsa can also be used. Guhyarogokta Chikitsa Sutras can also be applied. Then Garbhasrava and Garbhapata Chikitsa can also be applied, provided the Shalyabhuta Garbha is Nirhrita by Shalyakarma. So after which the Asrugdara Chikitsa should be managed as per the Sutika Paricharya Masatulyam Dinanivam Peyadi Patite Kramaha. That is, what does it mean? It means Masatulyam Dinanivam. For example, Sutika Paricharya is Prakrita Avastha is done for 10 months. So 10 days. Why? It is the period of gestation. Dasha Masam Garbhavasaha is told by Kashyapa. So it is meant for 10 days. If it is 3rd month abortion or Garbhasrava, then we have to do it for 3 days. So Masa Tulya Dinanivam Peyadi Patite Kramaha. Peyadi Krama or Sutika Paricharya should be followed for Masa Tulya Dina. So this is the art of Ayurveda. So Rakta Skandhana Upaya include Sandhana using Kashaya Rasa and Stambana. Skandana by using Himadravya or Shita Sparshadi Dravyas, Shita Viryadi Dravyas orally. Pachana by Kshara application like Paniya Kshara Prayoga. Then Dahana is cauterization. It is directly not indicated in Asrugdara. So for the Shonita Stapana Dravyas we can use in Sandhana and Skandana mode of administration. Then Nidana Parivarjana is the line of treatment. Samshodhana followed by Shamana of Vatapitta Shamaka, Amapachana, Hrudya, Grahi Dravya, Shulahara, Stambana and Anulomana. So Hrudya, why it is a line of treatment in Rakta Skandana is Shokadi Tapta Avastha and Rasadi Chintyanam Chati Chintana Rasavaha Pradosha Jadvikara will also lead to Asrugdara. So we have to take care of the manas of the patient also. So psychological support is also essential along with counseling to help the patient to overcome the Asrugdara Vikara. Now let us see a few samanya chikitsas which are done in case of Asrugdara. They include Dashamula Kshirapaka, which is Vata Shamaka and Vata Shleshma Shamaka. Either it can be given as a Kshirapaka or that of Vata. So where is the reference of this Dashamula Kshirapaka? It is mentioned in Vata Rakta Rujapaham, Dashamula Shrutam Kshiram, Sadhya Shula Nivaranam. So even in Angamardadi Vikara of Asrugdara, we can use Dashamula Siddha Kshirapaka. Then Drakshadi Kvata, which is mentioned in Jwara Chikitsa and Raktapitta Chikitsa Prakarana in Ashtanga Hridaya, wherein Draksha Madhuka Madhuka Lotra. So this yoga is used for wherein it is mentioned as Jati Kusuma Vasitaha. So it is to be given along with Jati Pushpa as a Prakshepa. So this is indicated in Asrugdara also. Then Nasya inhalation, then Abhyanga massage with Shatapushpa Taila, Kshira Bala Taila, Durva Swarasa Pana or Nasya. Then use of Niruha Basti, Rasnadi, Chandanadi, Kushadi, Lodradi Gana, Rasadi Mustadi Rajayapana Basti. Then Anuvasana with Madhukadi Taila or Jivaniya Varga Sadita Gruta or Taila. Then Uttarabasti with Chandanadi Taila, Panchatiktaka Gruta, Sukumara Gruta, which is containing Eranda Taila also as ingredient. Then Pichu with Falagruta, Dadimadi Gruta, Panchatiktaka Gruta. Then Prakshalana with Panchavalkala Vata. Then Abhayarishta, Dashamula Haritaki Avaleha Sevana. These are all beneficial in case of Asrugdara in practice. Some of the Aushadha Kalpanas in Asrugdara also include Panchavida Kashaya Kalpana like a Swarasa, Durva Swarasa, Samanga Samula. Then Kalkas like Tanduliyaka Mula Kalka, Lajjala Mula Kalka, Apamarga Mula Kalka, Churna of Gairika, Amalaka, Lodhra, Pushyanuga, Sarasija Makarandadi. Then with appropriate Anupanas. Then Kashayas of Mustamrutadi Kashaya, Musali Khadiradi Kashaya, Shatavariyadi Kashaya, Maharasnadi Kvata, Darvyadi Kvata, Shonita Stapana, Ganadravya Siddha Kvata. Hima or Shita Kashaya or Panta Kashayas include Drakshadi Kvata, Dhanyaka Jiraka Hima. So these can also be employed judiciously. The Vati Kalpanas which can be used are Chandra Prabhavati, Kamadugavati, Kamaduga with Mukta Vati, Gokshuradi Guggulu, Rasaushadhas like Shonitar Galarasa, Pradara Ripurasa, Pradarantaka Loha, Bola Parpati, Chandrakalarasa. Chandrakalarasa can be used along with various Anupanas in this condition. Shita Jala is the common Anupana. Kshirapakas like Ashoka Valkala Kshirapaka, Arjunatva Kshirapaka, Musta Kotajatva Kshirapaka, Lodra Kshirapaka, Panchavalkala Kshirapaka. Avaleha Kalpanas include Dashamula Avaleha, Kushmanda Avaleha, Khandamala Kavaleha, Kevalamala Kavaleha, Chevanaprasha Avaleha, Shatavari Guda, Dashamula Haretaki Avaleha, Sukumara Avaleha, Mani Bhadra Guda where repeated Shodhana is needed. Then Kutajashtaka Avaleha, which is Shonita Sangrahana, we can use the combination. In case of Kafaja Asrugdara, we can use Asavas and Arishtas like Ashoka Arishta, Patrangasava, Lodrasava, Draksharishta, Abhayarishta, Kutajarishta. Then Grita Prayogas, if for Snehapana or for Matrabasti, can be used as Shatavari Grita, Kshirabala Avartita, 101, 41 Avartita, 7 times Avartita, Sukumara Grita, Palagrita, Panchatiktaka Grita, Dadimadi Grita, Kalyanaka Grita, Shita Kalyanaka Grita, Brahmi Grita, etc. Taila which we can use is Mahanarayana Taila, Shatapushpa Taila, Tripaladya Taila and Dashamula Taila. In addition to this, other Tailas can also be used according to the need. Let us see, after looking at the general line of treatment of all the Asrugdaras, now let us see what is Vataja Asrugdara Lakshana and its Chikitsa. The same Vata which gets Prakupita because of Ruksha Ahara Vihara, Rukshadi Ahara Sevana, the Nidanas, it produces the Vataja Asrugdara. It is characterized by menstrual bleeding which is frothy in nature, which is thin, that is Tanu, which is Ruksha, that is rough, which is blackish, that which is Krishna or Shyama Varna or Aruna Varna, altered reddish color, and which is expelled with or without pain in the pelvic region and body aches, which is quickly and easily excreted without any problems and discharged repeatedly in small quantities without clots. So these are the clinical features of Vata Asrigdara. In addition to the aforesaid Dashamula Kvathadi Chikitsa Prayogas, in case of Vata Asrigdara, the classical references include the treatment usage of Tila Churnam Dadigrutam Fanitam Shaukarivasa Kshaudrena Sanyutam Peyam Vata Asrigdara Nashanam. So Dadhi is Abhishyandi, but at the same time it is said to be Vatajit. So Tila Churna is said to be Tailayoni, and Taila is said to be the best for Krisha and Stulahita because of its Rasa Poshaka and Rasa Vahasroto Shodhaka action as per Bhava Mishra. So the Tila Churna along with Dadhi and Grita, Fanita and Shaukari Vasa if available, then Kshaudrena. So this Tila Churna with Dadhi to be mixed with Grita, to be mixed with Fanita or with Kshaudra is decided basing on the Anubandhi dosha in case of Vataja Asrigdara. Varahasya raso medhyaha sa kaulatho aniledike kulatha rasa and kulatha yusha along with Varaha mamsa rasa is indicated. Sharkara kshaudra yashtyaha nagarer va yutam dhati. So Dadhi, which is processed with the kshaudra and sharkara along with the yashti, madhu and nagara, is also said to be Pitta Shamaka, Agni Deepaka, Vata Shamaka and nourishing also. So this combination is said to be the treatment in Vata Asrigdara. In addition to this, Rajadana and Kapitta Patra are fried in Grita and they are given in the form of dietary modifications so that the diet which is congenial to Vata Asrigdara patient is achieved. Then Churna of Ela, Amshumati, Draksha, Ushira, Tiktarohini, Chandana, then black salt, Sariva and Lodra in equal quantity to be taken along with curd. Now let us see what is the Pittaja Asrigdara Lakshana and its Chikitsa. So Amloshna Lavanaksharaihi Pittam Prakupitam Yata Purvat Prataram Kuryat. So what happens? Amloshna Lavanakshara, the Atisevana, Pitta gets Prakupita. In addition to the other Naidanika Samanya Nidanas of Pitta, Prakopa will lead to Pitta Dushti, leading to Pradara. So the clinical pattern goes like this. Menstrual pattern Lakshanas are yellowish colored or blackish colored bleeding, characterized by sensation of heat in the Pradesha, then expelled profusely Brishavegi, and repeatedly with pain. It's a classical feature of menstrual pattern in Pittaja Asrigdara. Then other systemic features include burning sensation all over the body, redness all over the body, thirst, mental confusion, febrile illness and giddiness. So these are the Lakshana in Pittaja Asrigdara. The specific line of treatment in case of Pittaja Asrigdara includes all aforesaid measures of general line, in addition to which Rakta Pitta Chikitsa Sutra, that is Adhogat Rakta Pitta Chikitsa Sutra, can be adopted. Raktarshas and Raktadisara Chikitsa can be adopted. Ahara Vihara, which are prescribed for abortion, should be adopted, that is Garbhasrava or Garbhapata. Drakshadi Kvatha, Darvyadi Kashaya, Amruta Shadanga Paniya, Mahatiktaka Grita for purgation, that is Snehapanotara, Shodhana, Tanduliyaka Mula with Madhu or with a churna of Rasanjana with rice water, that is Tandulodaka, or Laksha Churna with goat's milk. Aja Dugdha is indicated in Rakta Pitta. So Aja Dugdha is a Rasayana and also it is beneficial in case of Asrigdara Chikitsa. Then Pushyanaga Churna with Madhu and Tandulodaka is highly beneficial. Lodra Churna or Lodra Kvatha along with the Pushyanaga Churna is also found to be clinically beneficial. Panchavalkala Kshirapaka, Ashokavalkala Kshirapaka are also said to be or found to be beneficial in clinical practice. Coming to the clinical features of Kafaja Asrigdara, Gurvadibir Hetu Vishchapurvat Kupitam Kafaha Pradaram Krute. So Gurvadi Hetu, Guru Snigdha, Pichiladi Guna Ati Prayoga, Divaswapnadi, Vihara Sevana, Avyayama, so Achintana. So these are some of the causative factors for Kapha-dashti. They also produce Agni-mandya and lead to Pichilam Panduvarnam cha Guru Snigdham cha Sheetalam Sravatyasrak Shleshmalam cha Ghanam Mandarujakaram. So vitiated Kapha produces due to the indulgence in Gurvadi Ahara and Viharas, leading to Kaphaja Pradara, characterized by the bleeding which is slimy in nature, which is pale red in color, which is heavy. The patient feels heaviness in the lower abdomen and during the flow, which is unctuous on touch, that is mucoid and slimy, which is cold without any hot discharges. Then it is thick in consistency and discharged with mild pain. In addition to which, Gairika Udaka Pratikasha. Gairika, if it is red ochre, is if it is mixed with water, what will be the color? Pale red in nature. Kovidara Pushpa, resembling the Pushpa, red Pushpa of Kovidara. Chirasravi, slow bleeding nature. Skandi, that which is clotted in appearance. Ghana, that is which is heavy and thick in appearance. Pichila and Tantumat, that is thready in nature. So these are the characteristic feature by which we can diagnose the Kaphaja Srigdara. And the associated complaints are that of Amashayagata Kapha Vikara, like Chardi, that is excessive vomiting due to Rasadushti, loss of appetite Agnimandya, Arochaka, that is without not feeling ruchi towards or desire for having food, then nausea, that is the Hrillasadi Vikara, Shwasa and Kasa. So a patient with Shwasa and Kasa may present with Kaphaja Srigdara. So Kaphaja Srigdara Samanya Chikitsa as per classics says, Mauni Nimba Gudu Chyascha Rohitasya Varasam Kapha Pradara Nashaya Pibedva Malayu Rasam Kakajanga Mula Rasam Maduna Saha Bhamini Salodra Churnamapiya Kapha Pradarakam Jayet. The churn of Nimba Guduchi with the wine is indicated, which is Kapahara in nature. Swaras of the drug of Nimba Guduchi Rohitaka or Malayu with wine is also said to be useful. Swaras of Kakajanga with Lodra Churna and honey cures the Kaphaja Srigdara. In addition to this, Abhayarishta, Ashokarishta, Kumaryasava. So these drugs are Patrangasava, Lodrasava. So this combination are also beneficial in case of Kaphaja Srigdara. So clinical features of Sannipata Srigdara and its Chikitsa include all the Tridosha Lakshanas may be present, and when a severely ill and anemic woman indulges in diet and regimen capable of vitiating all the Tridoshas, the excessively aggravated Vata, withholding the Kapha, exhibits the symptoms like foul smelling, etc. And the discharge will be resembling Durgandham, Pichilam, Pitam, Vidagdham, Pitta Tejasa. And Vasa Medascha, it resembles Sarpi Majja Vasopamam, and Shashvasravati, continuous flow of Arthavrakta for prolonged period associated with excessive thirst. That is Trishna here is pathological Trishna, that is Aupasargika Trishna, Daha and Jwarayukta. Then Kshina Raktam Durbalam, if the woman is Kshina Rakta, that is Rakta Kshaya Lakshanas, Rasarakta Kshaya Lakshanas are observed, and if she is having Dhatu Bala Hrasa, that is Durbala, Agni Bala Hrasa, that is Durbala, and Kshina Mamsa Balata, then it is said to be Asadhya, and it should be contraindicated for treatment, or the patient is to be taken for critical care. The Sannipataja Srigdara is characterized by all the Lakshanas of Tridosha, Kanjikaba, and it is Kanjika like, then Visheshato Durgandhi, that which is foul smelling in nature, Majja Prakasham, that it is Tantumat and Ghana, and it is Majja like in appearance, Halatala Varnam, that is yellowish green in color, then Kunapam, that which is foul smelling, that of because of the pyometra like conditions, and the discharge per vagina is foul smelling with yellowish and flow resembles that of ghee, madhu, that is honey, majja or vasa. Sadhya Sadhyatva of Sannipatarya Asarigdhara is said to be Asadhya, whereas the previous three Doshaja Asarigdhara were said to be Sadhya. Rasanjanam Tanduliyakasya Moolam Shaudranvitam Tandulo Toyapitam Asarigdharam Sarvabhavam Nihanti. So Rasanjana with Tandulodaka Moola with Kshaudra is said to be beneficial if taken along with Tandulodaka in Sannipatarya Asarigdhara. Then the combination of Pathya, Amalaki, Bibhitaki, Shunti, Daru, Haridra mixed with Madhu and Lodra Churna is also said to be beneficial. That is Pathya Malakyadi Kvata is also said to be beneficial, and research studies have been conducted on this in Sannipatarya Asarigdhara. Though there is no direct mentioning of Dvidoshaja Asarigdhara, a combination of the Lakshana of both the doshas we have to consider as Dvidosha Lakshana, and Patra Kalka, which is fried with ghee of Rajadana and Kapitta, is said to be beneficial in Pitta Vataja Asarigdhara. So this is one of the cross reference which we come across Samsargaja Asarigdhara Chikitsa basing on the Dosha Prakopa Lakshana in Charaka Samhita Chikitsa Asthana. Now let us see what is the Sadhya Sadhyatva on the prognostic features of Asarigdhara. Eka Doshaja, as I told earlier, is said to be Sadhya, whereas Tridoshaja or Sannipataja is said to be Asadhya. Shashvasravantim asravam Trishnadaha Joranvitam Kshinaraktam Durbalam cha tam Asadhyam Nirdishet. A Sannipataja Asarigdhara having a bad prognostic sign and it is said to be incurable. The Upadrava Yukta Sannipataja Asarigdhara or Doshaja Asarigdhara is also coming under Asadhya Lakshana, like continuous bleeding, pathological thirst, excessive burning sensation associated with febrile illness, associated with anemia and its clinical features, associated with Durbala, that is Balakshaya of Agni, Balakshaya of Mamsa, Balakshaya of Rasadithatus, and also Manasika Balakshaya. So this is said to be immunocompromised condition due to excessive bleeding disorder, maybe because of some underlying pathology. So this will lead to Asadhyatva in Asarigdhara. The Arishta Lakshana of Artava related to Artava can be considered as Asadhya Lakshana of Asarigdhara, wherein Apurna Divase Nari Jvarat Pushpamapniyat Sana Jiven Mahaprajna Yasyahi Sarano Bhavet. When the clinical features like bleeding before the actual onset of next menstrual cycle, that is intermenstrual bleeding, occurs along with fever and continuous bleeding are present, then the woman may not survive. So this is one of the Asadhya Lakshanas and Arishta Lakshanas told in the context of Artava Pradosha conditions like Asarigdhara. Now let us conclude this topic with the a note on the Pathya and Apathya in this particular Asarigdhara condition. The Ajakshira and Gokshira are said to be Kshira Patyas or Pathya for Kshira Prayoga in case of Asarigdhara. And the same Kshiras can be used for preparing the Dadhi and it can be used in Vataja Asarigdhara. The Shashtika Shali, Mudga and Godhuma is said to be Pathya. Grita and Patola Shaka, Jangala Mamsarasa, Madhu, Shuddha Jala and Saindava Lavana, then Adraksha, Amalaka and Dadima the Phala, Haritaki, Amalaki, Lashuna, Samyak Nidra and Samamatrashana, these are all said to be Pathya. And Vega Dharana, Vega Udirana, Ratri Jagarana, Diva Swapna, Katuruksha Amla, Guru, Vidahi, Abhishyandi Bhojana, Viruddhashana, Vishamashana, Anashana, Anupamamsa Ati Sevana, Ati Vyayama, Ati Vyavaya, Ati Adhvagamana, Ati Yana, Ati Chinta, Krodha, Shoka, Bhaya, then other Rakta Pitta Kara Nidana, Raktarsha Hetu, and those which leads to the Avarana Samprapti are all said to be the causative factor of Asarigdhara, are indicated as Apathya or non-congenial while taking the treatment or Shamanaushadhi for Asrikdara. So with this we will conclude the topic of Asrikdara as per Ayurveda, and we will come back with the modern correlation of it, what are the investigations to be done and how to manage it according to Ayurveda.